up, rock stars? Long time no see. I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 3, The Reunion Part 1. So you guys know how reunions go. This one is no different than the others. They are recording here in the Tyler Perry Studios out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, we see everybody at the beginning getting into the studio, getting their hair did, their makeup did, getting dressed. So that's all the same. All of the usual players from Love and Hip Hop Miami, the same there. The thing that is different this year is that we have Claudia Jordan as the host. Okay, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to truly give Claudia Jordan a chance. But I've told you guys before in the past that Claudia has a slick mouth, and I hope that she didn't try to bring that with this particular group of people. All right. Miami is just a little different than the rest of the, Hollywood and Atlanta and New York. So you got to tread a little lightly. She looked nice. She had her hair up in that high ponytail thing, but she looked nice enough. We still have Kendall. He is the backstage correspondent. And I guess they used him more this time. Last time that he was there, he really was not used the way I think they was trying to feel out exactly what they wanted him to do. So I think this time maybe he's going to fit in a little bit better. But yeah, they introduced all of the cast, and let me think. I thought Suki's dress was nice. She had on the emerald green dress. I thought that Chameleon, I thought that it was too costumey. It was very pretty, but it felt like it was a costume. And then Hood Brat, I just didn't like. I was like, Hood Brat, girl, you in this dress. It looked like somebody just sewed on the jewels and then her makeup is always a whole bunch extra. I was not a fan. But I loved what Trina had on. It was, the colors were beautiful. I thought Joy looked nice. I actually thought even Trick looked good. Okay. Bobby looked good. Actually, he had on something very similar to the host. And who else? I mean, for the most part, nobody really stuck out to me, at least in this first half, but I'm sure you guys will remind me who looked a mess and who didn't. Oh, Amara La Negra, her dress, I was not happy with. I just felt it was way just too much. The things that she wears sometimes make her look bigger than she is. Like she looked big in that dress to me. And we had MJ. Oh, I thought that Bucky in her hair looked nice. Bucky in her hair usually looks nice at the reunions. Yeah, so anyway, let's get this show on the road. So we go around, Trick and Trina, they have a radio show, is doing very well in Miami. So congratulations to them for that. Suki says that she takes care of her babies and they doing good. The same with Hood Brat, she's helping with her niece and nephew, so that's good. Okay, she asked Amara La Negra, was she happy to have her dad see her perform? And she said, yeah, she's still just a little girl that's, wanting the love from her father, so fine. Okay, but on that note, we start with Amara La Negra. We start off with the current status of MJ and Amara La Negra. Okay, are you guys together? No, we are not together, but he still lives in the same house. I said, how are you guys not together? And he lives with you. Like, how do we do this? Even Kendall was like, oh, but you guys are sharing dressing rooms. Like, you guys are trying to give us this. I was like, MJ, have you no pride, man? Okay? He get to crying up there, this Hollywood thing is really difficult. I was just like, I know it had to hurt Bucky in her hair to be sitting up there next to her brother and having him do all of this. She was just like, you need to man up. Now, I ain't never agreed with Bucky in her hair more than I have this season. But the whole thing is just like, nigga, you sitting up here crying. You still living in the house with this woman. Man the fuck up. She don't want to be with you. You trying to be with her in any way that you can. So you staying in her house and looking even more pitiful, looking like the hangers on that Ann even said that you were. So it's just like, yeah, but he was just like, you not letting me talk. You not helping me. You hurting me. Can somebody get her? She was like, I'm not going no fucking where. You my brother, and I can say what the hell I want to say because you come over to my house when shit go bad between you and Amara La Negra. But here he go telling us, as a man, I'm going to be there to help her. I'm gonna be there to support her, whatever she needs. I was just like, you look stupid. Because this is the whole thing. This is exactly what Annie said. You gonna make yourself be so indisposable for her that it's hard for her to get rid of you. Now, Amada La Negra is sitting over there listening, and she's just like, everybody always talks about the support he gives me, but nobody knows about the support I give him. Like, she invited him on a tour with her, and, because he does this, that, and the other, and she helps him. No, we see that very well. He's living in your fucking house. He's living in your house. Bucky in her hair was just like, Amada, if you want to move on with your life, that is perfectly fine. Just tell him that so that you're not stringing him along. That's all Bucky in her hair was saying. I mean, I really didn't have a problem with nothing Bucky in her hair was saying because it was really actually kind of embarrassing. Like, you letting your full woman take care. I mean, if that's what you guys had both decided to be, that would have been fine. But now it's become an issue on a show. So that makes it a whole lot different because everybody knows your business now. Everybody knows that your man is not contributing to you in any kind of way yet. And still, you got him living in the house. Y'all not even together. Like, it's stupid. Now, we got Prima Donna there. I forgot that Prima Donna. I actually thought that Prima Donna looked very pretty. I thought her makeup was nice. Bobby, thank goodness, on the sidelines was just like, it never made sense to me that you guys would break up over some shit that Annie said. Oh, why he said that. Prima Donna was like, well, she not even here, so let's not even bring her up. We can bring her up because she's the reason that we in this mess right now. I said from the beginning, there ain't no bitch can come tell me about my man. Now, fuck it. If I have a problem with him, that's just the problem that I have. But you just... Amada acted on all of that shit because of what Annie said, period. Now, of course, they show the messiness of Prima Donna, and Prima Donna tries to go off, and look, them girls down there in Miami, they all talk very, very fast. So I'm not going to get into the whole trying to even talk like Prima Donna or Trina today. So y'all can get ready for that. We're not doing that. But Prima Donna was like, honey, Amada La Negra, I am not a circus animal. I'm not trying to hurt you. So she's not trying to fight with her or anything, but she's just telling her what happened, why she said this, that, and the other. And Amada La Negra was like, isn't this our segment? You know what's funny? Amada always falls flat at the reunion. She never gets to assert herself the way that she wants to, like the way that she can in her confessionals and everything. Everybody kind of overpowers her. And this is what Prima Donna did. Prima Donna went on and on saying that Amada La Negra supposedly has slept with Julian. Julian is sitting up there. And when they asked Julian, did he say that? He says that he never said that. And she says, well, honey, you got a rape charge because she going around telling people that, you got in the bed with her and that you slept with her. So then all of this arguing is going on. MJ gets so worked up. The crazy 88s kind of get him off the stage, because Kendall was just like, bring somebody back here. I need to talk to somebody. They getting a little too excited out there. So bring MJ back there. And basically, MJ is the same way he was out on stage. He's basically Amada La Negra's little lapdog, okay? He's there. Not in the capacity as a boyfriend, but just whenever she needs him, he gonna be there. Like, that can't be. Like, why would you want to be in a relationship like that? Or any kind of situationship, friendship? I mean, what would you call them? That's crazy. So really, he is kind of being exactly how Annie said that he was going to be. That nigga ain't going nowhere, y'all. Now, on to Prima Donna. Why did she leave Atlanta? She said that she was from the gutter down there in Miami, and once she had the opportunity to get better and move to Atlanta, that's what she did. Of course, her relationship with Miami Tip, as far as Tip is concerned, suffered because Tip evidently fell off her pole when she was stripping and had a whole lot of damage and was hurt really bad. So Prima Donna said that she was there for Tip then, went to the hospital, tried to make sure that she was there for her then. But once she found out that she was good, she got the hell on to Atlanta. I mean, you can't put your life on hold for your girl like that, So you good? Okay, I'm going. And so then that's when she came up with her crock pot and her seasoning and her waist trainer and whatever the hell else she been doing up here. She was building her empire, all right? When Kendall asked her about her being a rehabilitated criminal, she had the nerve to get mad. I was like, well, girl, isn't that what you called yourself? Okay, but she tried to get smart and say that, you don't even need to bring that up. You don't even need to talk about that. Okay, well, girl, them was your words, not anybody else's. Now, I told you guys that Julian was also up there. We try to get to the bottom of the problem with him and Trina, and it's the same as it was before. Trina is convinced that he stole this money from her. Did you guys see when she was just like, no offense, Amada La Negra, but there's no way that Amada La Negra would have got $300,000 from anybody to make a fucking album, okay? I was the biggest name that he had anyway, so he can't say that he got that money for anybody else. But you guys see when Amada La Negra was making all those faces like, I was like, girl, you ain't gonna say nothing though, are you? So he regrets that, and that was like the nail in the coffin. Trina was like, we will never be cool, never. They get to talking about hoping that he ain't stealing from Amada La Negra as well, and then Trick Daddy, he can't take it no more. So Trick Daddy comes out there and he says that Julian stole from him as well. There's some music evidently that was overseas that they had done, and he kept some of the proceeds from that. You know, Julian's like, you trying to say that I took the money from that? And yeah, Trick, I guess that's what he's trying to say. I don't know why Julian even keeps coming back to get beat up like this. All right, he was like, if anybody wants to go, look, by no means am I trying to hold on to anybody. Everybody is free to go. We don't get nowhere with that whole thing. Julian is never going to feel like he stole this money from Trina, even though I guess if he probably did. Okay. It was just bad business all around. You just did not take care of it the way that you could have. Trina was not aware of what was going on around her, so she has some fault in that as well. Okay, maybe it was a hard lesson that she learned. But let's get back to Prima Pigley, as Jocelyn calls her. What is the origin of the beef? Claudia asked her. She says that she honestly don't know. I said, now, Prima Donna, don't you get up here and get the lion. You know exactly why you inserted yourself into the shit that Jocelyn had going on in Atlanta. Okay? She was fighting with some of the girls out there, had nothing to do with Prima Donna, but Prima Donna put herself in there and started up this whole crackhead, she was on coke and calling her cocaine and all of that. So that's where the beef started. Now, they could go on and on about when they were younger. I guess Prima Donna, I don't know if Prima Donna knew Jocelyn when she was younger, but evidently Tip did. But really, Jocelyn wasn't even thinking about Prima Donna when all that shit was going on Atlanta. Prima Donna goes on this whole long diatribe about how Jocelyn wants what she has. Now, I do see in Jocelyn that she's the type that gets threatened around women, that are as bad or badder than her. All right, so she feels a certain way, but I didn't get that kind of tension between Jocelyn and Prima Donna. Never. But Prima Donna said she wanted what she had and she was jealous of her. And, she said that she was so upset. All that she could talk about was her fucking weight, but she had just had a C-section. Okay. And she looked good after that C-section. And one thing about being fat is you can lose that weight, but you can't get rid of that old nasty, disgusting attitude and personality that you have. That shit stays with you. So then Prima Donna kept up that whole long thing. And then she went into the fact that she was hurt about being called fat. And she said that a whole bunch of women would be in her DMs and was saying like, girl, if they call you fat, then what am I? So then she felt, I guess she was feeling for all of the heavyweight women out there who's been down to talked about because of their weight, So then she went on and that girl definitely can talk. And that's the reason why she takes over everything. And then she finally comes clean and starts talking about Jocelyn. She know that she did the drugs and she know that she was not really taking care of herself. But Jocelyn not there, so she gonna stop talking about her. But the whole thing is, I thought you said you didn't know the reason why you guys was fighting. So it was like real tiring. She went on and had that full long speech about why she don't see it for Jocelyn no more. Now then we jump over to Suki and Saucy Santana. It's funny that they had him there as if he was really a part of the cast. He was only on 2 or 3 episodes and small parts at that. But, and I guess he was supposed to originally be a part of the cast and then he decided not to somewhere along the line. But they treated him as one at the reunion. So Saucy and Tip go back and forth about what happened at the club the night that he got shot in the arm. And they both basically stick to their sides. Like she say that he acted a fool with the security guard. He says that he felt like the security guard was new and was trying to make an example out of him. So wasn't really hip to Saucy's regular antics, I guess. And that's how the confrontation started. But, she said that it had nothing to do with the fact that Saucy was gay or LGBTQ community, and she was mad that he was trying to make it seem that way. But I'm just like, woo. Why are we going back and forth with this? Because what is going to come from it? It's over. He feels the way he did. She feels the way that she did. Here come Trick being the voice of reason. It's a special day when Trick is the voice of reason. He was just like, everybody can just acknowledge what was happening and apologize and move on. Like, it don't even have to be all of this. I said, look at Trick. He really trying to get that joy back. She was like, that's my man. So she does actually apologize if she made him feel any kind of way. That wasn't her intention. She was just trying to say what happens there. So I guess we get past that. So last part of the show is Nikki Natural. Okay. Wasn't necessarily fond of her look, but whenever you have those silver braces, like, it's hard to look real dressed up, with the silver braces. Always makes you look a little bit younger. She didn't look bad. It just wasn't my favorite. They said, Trick, you usually is Captain Save-A-Ho. All right. So what exactly was this going on with you and Nikki Natural? He says he saves no hoes no more. He trying to get his girl Joy back. Trina was hot. Trina was hot already and ready for that damn Nikki Natural. You guys know how Trina can be when she gets upset. Y'all remember that first season when she went off on Trick Daddy at the reunion? Okay. So she got it in her for sure. So Trina says that she don't never disrespect anybody on the show, none of the artists on the show, but she not gonna, she gonna be damned if she ever let somebody like a Nikki Natural go off and act a fool towards her. Trick Daddy was like, I told Nikki Natural that she could not disrespect Trina because Trina knows everybody in Miami. And if you trying to make it big out there in Miami, this is not the person to cross. Trina was just like, you couldn't see straight because that pussy was in your mouth. And I was just like, he just smirked to himself. I said, girl, you sitting right next to Joy. And then it just all goes left. Trina was upset that she called her a bitch, basically. And Trina just said, listen, I'm just going to make it plain to you. Okay, this is in layman's terms because, like I said, can't nobody do all that fast, loud talking like Trina can. The damn tour was basically for the 3 artists over there who really do hard work, to make shit happen in their careers. She told Nikki Natural, you will never make it. You won't last 2 years in this business. And to tell you the truth, bitch, you are beneath me. I said, oh, not the beneath me line. You are beneath me, and I'm never gonna let somebody like you, try to even get up under my damn skin. Just imagine that being way more angry than I've just presented it to you. But she basically told her that, you know what, bitch, you ain't nothing but a young ass kid sucking on some 90-year-old dick to take care of your damn kids. I said, would that be Trick's dick that she's talking about? It got so heated up there. Nikki Natural was just like, what kind of role model are you? Why she say that, honey? Trina really went off on her. They had to take, the crazy 88s had to get up there. And Trina was just like, I done already said, don't touch me. Do not touch me. So they was like, fine, we ain't gonna touch you, but don't take off running or no shit. I said, no, she just gonna say what the fuck she gotta say. But they take Nikki Natural off and Kendall takes her in the room. Okay, so he trying to talk to her and Trina's still going off. We not sitting up here with this shit, who the hell she thinks I will fuck you up, bitch, and then that's when Bobby and Joy get up and Trina was like, we later for this. We not fixing to sit up here with this shit. Come on, let's go. I said, oh, you done rounded up the troops, huh? Okay, but then Bobby tells her that she's in that room back there where Kendall is. And so then Trina's up there knocking on the door like, open this door, bitch. And did you guys see Kendall and Nikki? They both looked real worried that door was going to open. I said, don't worry about it. The crazy 88s got y'all. But they both was looking like, oh, Lord, shit, she about to come busting in here. If she could have got to that Nikki Natural, I don't know if she would have fought her or not. But I was just like, Trina, I understand you real mad. You are the baddest bitch. She says she ain't nobody gonna be that but her and this, that, and the other. But the whole thing is, girl, you's grown-ass woman going after this little young-ass kid. Yeah, she got a slick-ass mouth and all of this, but it's time for you to just kind of rein this back in, girl. Let's get it back under control. You went from 0 to 100 and sticking hard, steady at 100. Could not get up off of that at all. She was pissed. I said, oh. I didn't know what to do. And didn't nobody else up there either. They was trying to take up for Trina and all that, but I was just like, Trina don't need nobody help. Child, she don't need nobody help. Ooh, that Nicki Natural for sure ain't coming back next season. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here and go on in the house and do some work. Real work for my job, you guys. Hope you guys are all being safe out there. It is what it is, right? This is what our normal is right now. So, but I'm hoping and praying that everybody out there is staying virus free. All right, and I'm going to get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox, the channel Sports Rocks, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.